14 altcoins are having token allocation dumps in the next month or so, and here is that list. Starting off hot, we have Near with a market cap of $1 billion on September 4th, which is today. They are having a pretty substantial dilution of their token supply. Then we have WRX, which I have never heard of, but a $37 million market cap. Token unlock of 8% of the market cap is a massive unlock. That's not phenomenal, but honestly, none of these guarantee that all of those tokens are going to go into circulating supply right off the bat. The holders of those tokens might continue to hold on. It's just you and I need to be fully aware that these events are happening, so we're not surprised if our bags go down. Then we have Vega Protocol, Gal, not Gala, but Galse, whatever it is. Talk Token, Toko Crypto. These are a lot of obscure things, but if you hold any of these, be fully aware that they are having token unlocks. They're going to go through some substantial dilutions. Chain GPT, we should probably buy that one just purely based off the name. What's good? How are you guys? Thank you so much for being here with me. It's been quite some time since I've actually gotten the opportunity to go live, and that is pretty much entirely because I've been moving. Right now, the camera is peculiarly placed on top of these dampening sound pads. Hopefully they're helping. I bought 100 of them. They came in yesterday, and I just scattered them around my room because I still don't have the ability to hang them up just yet. That's my project for today. That's what I'm going to be working on today. We finished putting in the floors. What's good, Dream? Happy to see you. How is the audio? Can you hear me okay? Is everything like workable? Manageable at least? I know it's not ideal. I get that. But is it at least manageable? Let's chill on the daily for a minute and let's take a look at Bitcoin, because a lot has happened since we went live last. It's been 2 weeks, so pretty much all of this nonsense down here has happened since I went away. The last thing I remember catching is this falling knife right here with Bitcoin, and we called it. We called it exactly. I said if it didn't hold this support, it was going straight down to this support. And I remember going live the next day being super pumped up. Everything's great. Good. Perfect. I remember going live the next day being super pumped up because that line could not have held up any more accurately. And that is that's just really cool to see. All right. But now we're holding support up higher. We're holding support pretty much exactly where we're at right now. The lower end of this range is the support right now because we've been spending a lot of time right there. We spent a good chunk of time here. But that's it. It's building out a new support in Bitcoin. We've not spent a lot of time here in the past. So this is all new. In a way, uncharted territory, but not really. That's usually reserved for when we're in price exploration. But we are seeing an RSI divergence here. So the RSI is starting to creep back up on the daily while the price is maintaining just straight across, which is usually a bullish thing. When the strength of something is starting to creep up, that means that buyers are stepping up to the plate and sellers are starting to lose out on their momentum. So it's possible that we hold this as support. If not, if we don't hold this as support, which it's like a 50-50 right now in my opinion. It's like a 50-50. I'm not expecting us to hold support right here. I'm leaning bearish. I do think that we'll likely end up coming back down to about 20,000. 21,000 is probably around where I think we'll go to. September, historically, I was watching Ben Cohen on YouTube. You guys are aware of Ben Cohen, correct, Dream? At least I think this is what his name is. Yeah. Benjamin Cohen. I was watching him talk right here. Wake me up when September ends. So let's skim back a little bit just so you can see the chart here. This is Bitcoin's monthly returns every single month for its entire existence. This is something that I like looking at. I haven't looked at it in several months, but back last year and the year before, I was super into paying attention to this chart with Ben. And you can see we're in September. Historically, September is a red month. And that goes across the board. Stocks are like that as well. September's usually not the greatest month out there. People taking a lot of profits and getting ready starting to get ready for the end of the year, really. People like trying to lock in those profits early so that they can show their shareholders, they can show their funds that they actually made some money throughout the year. And I know we still got 1 quarter left, but a lot of shit happens in this last quarter. But specific to Bitcoin, there's only been 3 years where it was not a red month. And he went even further to say that pre-halving years, so 2023 is the year before 2024, and 2024 is when the halving is happening. In 2020, when the halving happened last for Bitcoin, right? Dream, you're fully aware of the halving. I don't have to go into this in detail, but for everyone else who's watching, who's not Dream right now, when the inflation rate of Bitcoin gets cut in half every 4 years, that usually has a price impact because supply and demand. If supply goes down, demand stays the same, or in Bitcoin's case goes up, then price will inevitably go up, and that's what happens every single time. 2020 was the last halving, and in 2019, if you look at this, this is not me, this is just Ben pointing this out. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green months, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red months. So the year before the last halving, it was 6 months of green, 6 months of red. We've already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of green here. So if it's going to play out again, then we only get 1 more green month, and it probably won't be September. You can even go back before that, and the last halving being 2016. If you look at 2015, so the year before, you get 1 green, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red months. So 50-50. It's half and half. And you go back even further, 2012, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get, again, 50-50. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. We could... It was enough evidence for him to argue that we will only have 1 more green month, and it probably won't be September. It'll probably be October, just historically speaking, right? Food for thought as you pay attention to everything. If we go to Bitcoin and kind of zoom into the monthly here, you can see this is not the entire history, but we don't need the whole history right now. We just need the modern history. The monthly chart, yeah, we got rejected exactly. We're building support on top of the previous, but it wouldn't be that shocking to come back down to this higher density area, and especially if we're going to get a month of red. We'll see. It's a waiting game. We'll see. I want to see what my on a live a while ago on a TikTok live, I drew a random line across. There we go. This is a while ago, right back here in June of 2022. I drew a random line across Bitcoin's chart on a TikTok live, and this is what I think was going to play out. And so far, it's been like pretty damn accurate. If we go to the daily, I think it looks a little bit more accurate. So far, it's been pretty damn accurate. I was expecting a pullback to about 20,000, and we still haven't had that. So I would not be shocked if we had it and then continued the rally. All right, enough of those. Let's see if we can find any trades. What's been happening, Dream? How is everything? I feel so disconnected from the market right now. I've not been paying much attention to anything out there. Before we actually trade, I want to... Actually, no, let's scan for trades. I don't need to be so sporadic. Alright, so Ethereum, no, not respecting the VWAP. Bitcoin, no, not respecting the VWAP. Cardano, no, not respecting the VWAP. Matic, no. It's rallying super hard and probably a good short if anyone wants to be ballsy with that opportunity, but not respecting the VWAP. Solana, no. Blatantly disrespected the VWAP right here. We had a complete change of direction. HBAR, I think an argument could be made to short it, but not respecting the pattern that we look for. XRP, Aptos, Arbitrum, BNB. Oh, what happened to BNB? It's a 1.5% move. I guess it's not as insane as I expected it to be. All right, so it doesn't look like anything's been respecting the VWAP for us. Quant maybe. Quant's at $97. I feel like my bias is gonna, well, first of all, it's not even, I would not take a short right here. This is inside. Plus it does not fit our trading protocol. On top of that, I don't think my bias for quant would allow me to short right here. Even though it's bearish on the day, right? It's below the middle VWAP, even though things are bearish. I don't know that my long bias would permit me to hold on to a short. Look at that. We're at that $100 support range, that $97 support range. Hey, let's go. Got my car back, transmission fixed. Nice, good. I'm glad that things seem like they're kind of wrapping up for you with that car accident, aside from obviously insurance, but that was an awful looking car accident. It's been sideways, yes. Jonathan? Yes, it has. A lot of sideways action, especially on quant. Only news I am shocked by is the NFTs. VitaDAO is low again for my buy price. Yeah, we'll look at VitaDAO in 1 second. I want to look at impact theory real quick. Oh yeah. This is something that's gonna have to be a lot more. This is gonna be something that, like, as I'm working today, I'll listen to this. I'll read into some YouTube videos and see what's going on here. Settling SEC's first ever NFT. What? Enforcement action. That's fascinating. That's very fascinating. Let's look at Vita before we go over the portfolio. I don't see any trades here, so I apologize, but we're not going to have any trades. It just is what it is. This is Vita compared to ETH. So yeah. Although this is still a dollar. This is still its dollar price. Alright, whatever. We'll just go to CoinMarketCap. I'm about to get my girl to buy some VitaDAO. Sitting at $1.80? Absolutely, I'm gonna get her to get some. That's crazy. That's very crazy. Remember, this is its market cap, yes, but this is its functioning market cap of 16 million. So it's got, that's why it's such a volatile thing. That's why someone selling $1 million worth could have such a massive impact. I think that it's very, very likely this one dude took profits here, right? We established that, Josh established that with you guys in a classroom. A lot of people bought in aggressively, including myself down here, right? And so as we rallied up 100%, 200% for some people who caught the bottom like you guys, that's just taking profits. It's very natural to have a profit taking session like this. Some major player probably took profits right here, fell aggressively, and then just triggered a lot of other people to come take profits. So I'm not concerned about this in the slightest. This, I think, is a good buying opportunity for me. Yo, what's good, Blake? What's good? Welcome. I see a loading circle for Dreams comment. You're stressing me out, making me think my intro. I'm still very, very bullish on VitaDAO. Yeah, okay. We're going to the portfolio. We're going to the portfolio here. So things are not looking that spectacular for the portfolio, just being completely honest. Could you chill? CoinMarketCap, just load what I'm asking you to load. Don't try and think for your own. Things have not been looking that spectacular in the portfolio. In the last week, we went from $645 down to $615. not massive, but we actually dipped below 600 for a little bit. So we lost about $50 in portfolio value, which is a 10% correction, right? A little bit under 10%, which is substantial for me. This is a pretty substantial drawback, one of the biggest dollar amount that the portfolio has seen. And I know it's small money, so we try and look at percentages. And 9% pullback is pretty large for any portfolio. Maybe not so much in crypto, but nonetheless, I was getting excited here because if we could have made it 4 more days, the portfolio every week, right? We look at USDC. Okay, this coin is no longer available. So CoinMarketCap's just being a little spastic right now. But remember with this portfolio, every single week. Let's see if I can get you that visual. No, it doesn't look like CoinMarketCap's going to want to show us that. Every single week, I add 1% of the portfolio's value to this portfolio. That's why it's a constant up and to the right chart, right? Not many other portfolios out there in crypto look like this right now. And that's explicitly because most people don't understand portfolio theory, don't understand how to actually manage their money. This is my attempt to show you guys managing my own money. It's also my attempt to show you guys how powerful crypto is. So I'm taking $500 and over the course of 2 years, 2025, it'll probably be about 2.5 years. Over the course of 2.5 years, I'm showing you guys you can take $500 and turn it into a house. And it's going to be insane watching this all play out because we're already a chunk of the way into it. We're already like 3 months into this series. It's a 30-month endeavor, essentially. So we're 10% of the way into it. And we've gone from 500 to 615, which is not a shit ton of money, but it's the compounding effect. Every single week, we're adding 1%, and it's going to continue to compound on top of the compounding. So I was getting excited when we got to $650 because that means I can add $7 instead of just the 6 that I've been doing. And then the compounding gets knocked up a bar, I guess. But you look at some of the holdings that we have in here, and it's time to accumulate more. It's time to accumulate some more. I do have that bias where I think that Bitcoin's probably going to go down to that $20,000 range where we talked about for a little bit back in the beginning of it. But that's fine with me. We can have that kind of a pull. We can have that pull down, and that's completely fine. 18%, it's going to wreck the portfolio. It's going to do a lot of damage. But in the event that we don't have that pullback, I'm looking at something like VitaDAO at $1.80. That's something I want more of. I'm looking at Hello Labs at 5 cents. I think this thing's going to $1. So yeah, that's something I want more of, right? This will be the first successful science crypto, right? I don't know how to answer that totally, but I think it's the powerhouse for DeSci right now, yeah. It freezes here and there for me, but I'm away from home. How is everyone else looking like the live? My internet is right there, so hopefully my computer is able to pick up on it. Otherwise, I got to go get an Ethernet cable today as well. But looking at more things, like I don't think I'm going to add any more quant. I'm not going to add any more ICP. I had my initial $100 in the yellow trend line. And since I started the portfolio, Bitcoin is in fact down by 15%. Think about what I just said. Since starting the portfolio, Bitcoin is down 15%. But my portfolio is not down 15%. My portfolio is up 3.7%. That sounds pretty dumb, right? Oh, you're bragging about having a portfolio that's up 3.7%? No, I'm bragging about being up 18.77% compared to Bitcoin. Now that's pretty good. Being up 18% over 3 months is pretty damn good. Not spectacular in crypto. I'm not trying to fool anyone into thinking that that's like unheard of returns. The point of this is to show you that you don't need unheard of returns necessarily to make money in this space, to be able to turn a small amount into a lot. So we're continuing to truck along. We're continuing to truck along, and I'm enjoying the process. I'm definitely enjoying the process. All right. No trading today. We talked about the 14 unlocks that are coming up with different cryptos. Pay attention to your coins. Make sure that you are aware of when the unlocks are happening. Doesn't mean you have to sell out of them, but it does mean that if you are not aware of the unlocks that are happening, you probably shouldn't be holding that coin anyways because you're not doing enough research into it. National debt nears $33 trillion. This is something I wanted to bring up really quickly. We will likely have a government shutdown, 100%, because we've gotten significantly close earlier this year to a government shutdown when defaulting on our credit as a country was the repercussion. We got dangerously close. This is just like a normal government shutdown where government workers just don't make any money for a week. So I think there's a very high likelihood that we shut down the government because the stakes are so low. And then internal turmoil at Gala. Founders sue each other. This, I haven't looked into this yet, but this is generally speaking something that you can capitalize off of, right? We see Gala making a move down over the last month. It's down a lot. So if you're a big fan of Gala and you don't think that the founders necessarily have any impact on Gala, right, on the success of Gala, then this is a gorgeous buying opportunity. If you think that the founders suing each other is going to impact Gala's progression as a gaming platform, then this is bad news. This is sell-worthy news. You just have to be able to differentiate between what's like fundamental news and what's just nonsense news. For example, and I don't have it pulled up right now, but Crypto Chaos texted me saying that Shiba Inu and Vitalik were linked to the CCP, which he thought was terrible, terrible news for Ethereum. I don't think that's terrible news for Ethereum. I don't see how that's actually terrible news. Just because people were linked to the CCP does not change fundamentally how Ethereum works, right? For Gala, the founders suing each other might halt progression and stop some of the games from playing out, right? I can see how that could be a bearish thing. The founder of Ethereum being linked to the CCP somehow, I don't see how it's a bad thing. He wants to go get funding. There's other people in the Communist Chinese Party that are people as well and can also use it, right? I don't see how it's bad, but that's just my own opinion on it, right? Your time's your most valuable asset. This has been a little bit of an interesting live. I want to show you guys what the camera's been balanced on. I put it on these foam pads, and these are about to fall over. So we're out here right now. Look at all those boxes. I'm on Samira's desk. We're going to have everything set up though, and it's going to be phenomenal, and you guys are going to love it, and I'm going to go live more frequently and make a bunch of content, and it's going to be killer. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully you found this worth investing into. I'm sorry we didn't take any trades. Right now, I'm currently long quant. Anytime it goes under $100, I open a little bit of a long position to try and make some money when it spikes back out of it.